Hey guys, welcome to Circles Day 1. In this video I'm going to go over the terminology that you need to know in order to be able to navigate this unit. Some pretty basic stuff, but you need to know how to both say and write certain terms for this unit. Alright, the first thing that we're going to talk about is how to define a circle. The center is a fixed point from which points on the curved line are equidistant. And when we look at our circle here, we can see that the center is right here. The circle is named from its center. For example, on this circle, our center point right here is labeled A. So this circle is named Circle A. So you're going to write that on your notes. Take a second and copy down what I have here on the PowerPoint if you haven't already. A blank is part of a line consisting of two endpoints. Okay, a line segment is a part of a line consisting of two endpoints. So, for example, I have a bunch of line segments on this circle. I have line segment AB, and that goes from here to here. I have line segment CA from here to here, line segment BD from here to here, and line segment AE from here to here. Okay, so what you need to remember about line segments is they're just portions of lines. When you guys get to geometry in a few years, you will learn that a line extends infinitely from in either direction. And so a line is something different than a line segment. A line segment is terminal and is, just named for the 2 points between which it extends. So when you write a line segment, you are always going to write this little line segment at the top, and that symbolizes that that's what you mean. A line is written differently, and we're not going to do that in this unit. Okay, next thing. The radius is a line segment that joins the center to any point on the circumference. This right here is key. It joins the center. So, for example, line segment AB is a radius. It extends from the center to any point on the circumference. Line segment AC is also a radius. Line segment AD is a radius, and line segment AE is a radius. What's not a radius right here? This line right here. Line segment DE does not extend from the center to a point on the circumference, and so it is not a radius. The diameter is a line segment that passes through the center of a circle. It is 2 times the radius. So a diameter has to extend from one side or one point on the circumference through the center to a point on the other side of the circumference. It basically cuts the circle in half, right? Okay, so line segment BD is a diameter, and that's actually the only one that I have pictured here. Okay. A chord is a line segment whose endpoints both lie on the curve. A chord is what this guy is right here. Okay? So, for example, line segment DE is a chord. None of these radii are chords because they do not have endpoints that both lie on the curve. However, you could say that this diameter, line segment BD, is also a chord, but that might be a little bit confusing. Usually we refer to chords as these line segments that sort of do not go through the center. Okay, a central angle is an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. So, for example, angle CAD is a central angle, and that's going from right here, point C, through point A to point D. Angle DAE, so right here, is a central angle, and angle BAE is a central angle. Now, it's important that if you are trying to, tell me that you're talking about an angle in your homework or on a test or quiz, you need to write this little angle symbol. And unfortunately, just on my computer, it looks like a less than symbol. So really, when you write it, it should be the bottom is flat or parallel to the bottom of your page, and then there's the top angle's up. But anyways, that's kind of minutia, and I'm not too worried about that. But if you've seen an angle symbol in your workbook or in your textbook, that's why it's a little different. It's just a technical issue. So this is how you would answer an angle question. You would say, right, angle, CAD, this little angle symbol, DAE, and you name it for a point starting on that circumference, and then the middle point, and then the other end point. An arc is a portion of the circumference of a circle. So this is a portion of the outside, okay? For example, arc BC, arc BE extends from here to here, arc CD, and arc CE are all arcs on the circumference of the circle. Another little technical issue, I don't have a symbol on my computer that looks like a pretty arc, but you can draw a better arc than that. Alright, the circumference is the distance around the circle. So the circumference is basically the perimeter of the circle. It's all the way around. If you were to walk around a circle, you would be walking around the circumference. It's the same thing as the perimeter. It's just that when we're talking about circles, we usually refer to it as a circumference. But in this unit, they are going to be interchangeable. All right, that is it for the terms that you need to remember. Your homework was that worksheet 154, both sides. Make sure that you read carefully and that you know the question that is being asked. And that's it for today.